This short video covers the creation of 3 low-power Windows computers that are to be rack mounted. I chose the ASRock QC5000M ITX board as it was small, had a 4-core passively cooled processor and could take at least 8 GB of memory. Additionally, its power needs were minimal due to the 1.5 GHz clock. The board was to be mounted in an aluminium frame of MakerBeam struts to allow flexibility of design. As the frame was to be as small as possible, the disk storage needed to be small too. That ruled out both 3.5 and 2.5 inch disk formats. An M2 SSD would have been ideal, but the motherboard didn't have such a slot. So I opted for a SanDisk 128GB mSATA SSD mounted in an mSATA to SATA converter board, which took up the least amount of space. Sourcing the short SATA cables proved to be the most time-consuming activity. Here you can see the mSATA converter mounted on the frame with the mSATA SSD connected. The power supply for the computer needed to be small enough to fit in the rack, preferably without an external power brick. So I chose one from HDPlex as it was small and a fully passive power supply. This came in 2 parts. The AC to DC converter, enclosed in a metal casing, shown highlighted here, is the 80-watt version. And the DC to ATX converter that plugs into the motherboard. This model is no longer manufactured, and the latest 200-watt version plugs directly into the motherboard itself. I've used the HDPlex's 400-watt version in a larger system. Now we see the fully populated computer with mSATA card, 8 GB of memory and power supply all connected. The choice of components keep the wiring to a minimal and help promote a good airflow through the frame. In the early version I had a small cooling fan up by the mSATA drive, but after testing I found that the large fans in the computer rack were more than adequate to support 24/7 operation. For a power switch I used the ModMyToys 19mm Momentary switches, a very solid and long-lasting switch. The facing grille was cut out of polypropylene sheet and spray painted with black Plastidip. 3 computers were completed to this specification and housed in a 19-inch rack frame, beside another computer built around the same motherboard to provide a large amount of disk space. The challenges of building that, however, I'll leave to another video. I'll put links in the description below to the websites where much of this equipment can be sourced. Thank you for watching.